Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to be talking about which American Girl doll makes a good starter slash first doll to own. So I lightly touched on this topic a few years ago in my video called 10 things you need to know before buying an American Girl doll. However, this video will be entirely dedicated to the concept of basically picking out a good first doll. I'll probably also be making an updated version of that video soon, so stick around if you're interested in seeing that. But let's go ahead and get started. So the reason I am making a video like this is because obviously most people know American Girl dolls are very expensive dolls and can be quite the investment. So I have made several mistakes throughout owning them, and to avoid having other people make these same mistakes, I am now sharing my advice. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you're more than welcome to choose whichever American Girl doll you want to get, but coming from a collector and someone who's had experiences in the past with difficult, mainly wigs, this is just my personal recommendation, especially for younger kids. So surprisingly, a lot of people don't know that in order to care for an American Girl doll's hair, you need to use water on it or else it will dry out. So when I first got my doll Leah Clark in 2016, she has this kind of like wavy-ish, kind of curly hair, and it can be really difficult to manage sometimes. Now, when I first got her, I had no idea how to look after my American Girl doll. So I went ahead and just straight up brushed her hair dry, and it eventually ended up completely drying out and fraying on the ends, and it felt terrible for a really long time until I finally just sent her into the doll hospital and she got a new head. Obviously that was a very expensive mistake. So in my opinion, a doll like Leah, who has these wavy, intense curls, probably wouldn't make a first good doll. That is my main example for making this video. Now, American Girl has a lot of really great dolls now, in my opinion. I think there's some pretty good ones to choose from. So I'm going to share all the ones that I think would make really great starter dolls or first dolls to own. So personally, as a collector, one of my favorite lines to collect from American Girl is of course the Girl of the Year line. Right now, American Girl currently has 3 Girl of the Year dolls available. There's Kira Bailey, who's the Girl of the Year for 2021, Corinne Tan, who was the Girl of the Year for 2022, and Kavi Sharma, who is the current Girl of the Year for 2023. All 3 of these dolls, in my opinion, will actually make great starter dolls because they all have hair that is easy to manage. However, I would pick Kira or Corinne more over Kavi only because Kavi does not have books released, and a lot of her stuff isn't as well thought out as a lot of the stuff in Corinne and Kira's collections were. I especially love Corinne. I think she's just a really great doll. She also has a companion doll, which is her younger sister, Gwen Tan. Her collection is really fun. This is actually her bedroom we're standing in right now. And there's a couple pieces that you can still get from Kira's collection from American Girl, and I also think Kira has a very fun collection too. I did really enjoy when she was Girl of the Year. Now, like I mentioned, Kavi doesn't have any books yet, which was kind of a weird thing for American Girl to do. This is the first time this has ever happened. Instead, she has a journal, which doesn't really provide a whole lot of like insight or anything like that. It's not a real story, and so I found it really hard to connect with her because there were no books in her series. However, Kira and Corinne both have 2 books in their series, and it was really fun to get to know the characters like it always is. The books, in my opinion, are such an important part of every American Girl character. So that's personally why I recommend either Kira or Corinne as a first doll. Of course, American Girl also has another line of dolls called Truly Me. They have a set number of dolls that they have out at any time, and recently they just introduced 25 new ones. So there's a lot of different ones to pick from, and I actually think that a lot of them will make very good starter dolls. Now, in this first part of the list, I'm going to go ahead and cover dolls that have straight hair that's easy to care for. So this might make it easier for younger kids to care for it because it's not as prone to getting frizzy as dolls with wavy or really curly hair are. So here's a few dolls that I think would make great starter dolls. We have Truly Me number 100. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she has the updated American Girl eyelashes. There's also Truly Me number 107. I personally really like this doll, but I don't know if I will ever get her. There's also Truly Me number 122. She's really pretty. I love her bangs. And we also have Truly Me number 124, and she's a good option if you didn't want to get Corinne because she basically is Corinne. She just doesn't have the blue hair or the character name. So if you just wanted to go with like a doll that looks like Corinne but didn't have the name in the collection, then this would be a great option. There's also Truly Me number 109. She is one of the ones on my wish list. She is really gorgeous. Now there's a lot more options when we expand to dolls with wavy hair. Wavy hair isn't as hard to take care of as the really curly hair, so in my opinion all of these dolls would still actually make good beginner dolls because there are a lot to choose from and there's a lot of really unique options. So some of the ones that I would suggest are Truly Me number 116. She has pink and purple hair with bangs and she has the Murray Grace face mold. I also like Truly Me number 101. She's kind of the one that looks closest to me. From the current Truly Me line, she has gray eyes and pink and blue hair. I also like Truly Me number 120. She's got rainbow hair and she looks like Naya and she's one of the ones on my wish list. There's also Truly Me number 119. She has solid blue and purple hair with blue eyes. I think this is a really pretty combination. There's also Truly Me number 110, another one of the ones that are on my wish list. She's super cute. She's got blue and purple and blonde hair with blue eyes and freckles with the Jess face mold. Now, of course, one of American Girl's most important lines is their line of historical characters, so you know, Samantha, Kirsten, Molly, Felicity, the list goes on. I personally wouldn't get a historical character as my first doll. If you want to get one as your first doll, you're more than welcome to, and some of the ones that I suggest mainly are the classics. American Girl only has 3 of the classic characters currently for sale. Molly returned last summer, so if you've ever wanted her, now is a good time to get her because some of the pieces in her collection are back and I've been able to get some of those. Samantha is also another one of American Girl's classic characters. She only has her doll and her accessories currently being sold, but her books have been revised and re-released. And Josefina is still being sold by American Girl, but again, she just has the doll and accessories. There's a lot of other historical characters that I think would make great starter dolls, including like Julie, because she has straight hair and is easy to care for. I would really love to recommend Courtney as a first doll, but because she has textured hair, it can be really difficult to manage, so maybe work your way up to Courtney. Mary Ellen could potentially be a good option because she just has wavy hair. I think Nenea is also a really good option. She has really manageable hair and she is a super cute doll with a super cute collection. But those guys are pretty much all my recommendations for great starter American Girl dolls. Again, at the end of the day, it's ultimately your decision to decide which one you want to get, and of course you can get whichever doll you feel the most connected with or whichever one you like the most. I just wanted to put this video out there because it's been a while since I've talked about this, and as someone who's gone through trial and error with a lot of American Girl dolls, this is just my personal advice to make sure that your doll lasts forever. If you're interested in seeing more American Girl videos like this, like with tips and care, then you can definitely subscribe to my channel. I will have more videos out like this in the future. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. But anyways guys, that is probably going to bring a wrap to today's video, and we will see you guys in the next one.